and then just put a paper on top of it. You've had it a long time. You've had dogs a long time. You can work something out there.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for everything.
Well, quite welcome. And how things been in Wilmington? You made a little cat?
Little bit, little
Okay.
bit. Went,
Long drive?
long drive, long drive. Yeah. Great gig. Really great gig.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Was the pizza as good as it was around here?
It was, actually. They made me my own gluten-free pizza.
Well, can't beat that.
No, you can't.
No judgment there.
I know. Not quite, but yeah.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Good morning, good morning. That was my vet calling to make sure that Lillian was doing well and tell me what to do next, and asked about the gig and wanted to know how the pizza was. So I have a pretty smashingly cool vet. I have two of them. One here, one there. I don't have one over there, but I have one. Yeah, I have one in Mexico, but this was like over the top. Over the top. Thank you, Dr. Richards. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What amazing people. Hello, Patty. Patty, and William. Patty and William. William, I so wish you could have been there yesterday. That would have been so cool. There were other 1111ers there. Good morning, Patty. It was great. There was nothing. They're talking to you, Lil. There was nothing that Patty missed at this party. Except, I thought about it, Patty. I think had I stayed overnight, we'd probably still be up. Not the right color for today. I need another color. I need like a red or a blue. I need like Anderson Cooper's glasses. I love his glasses. Because I like the blue on the side. Those are probably like $7,000 glasses. I think everybody goes, could I have the Anderson Cooper ones? I used to go somewhere to get I've gotten them at Costco a couple of times, but I found that the lenses were not smashingly great. Speaking of smashingly great, let me just check on her oh so quick. Stealth. She's sitting up in the sunshine. I'm making some tea. She's in the sun. I'm making tea. It is Monday morning here on 1111, and yep, I'm meandering. Oh man. Hey, Julianne. I need greens. I need salad. I need anything green or orange or red. It would be really lovely to get out there. Yeah, Patty Palooza, man. She had a pitcher of margaritas in this hand and a plate of antipasta in this hand. It was nonstop. But yeah, we probably would have stayed up all night long, all night long. And I would have loved to have heard that woman play piano. She was just beautiful. She taught piano and voice for 50 years. And she came over and she said, you have the perfect voice for jazz singing. And I went, hey, Deb Fink, I have on your sweater and your tank top. You know this one? I have on your sweater and your tank top, Deb Fink. Hi. Sunday night sometime, I'd love for you to come on and do a little poetry glam. Deb Fink. Yeah. Deb Fink. Hey. What's up? Are you in bed? You want to jump on and say hi? I love this little... Benton Parker can't make Corona Rookie this Thursday. We'll try for next time. Benton Parker! Okay. Corona Rookie... What? What's going on?
Coming this Thursday, lives will be changed forever. 11:11 with Jenna presents Corona Rookie International Limited. Bring your best, just stay home. Live from her state-of-the-art studios, the Lily Pad, broadcasting throughout space and around the world to each and every home. 11:11 with Jenna. Jenna, Corona Rookie International Limited, this Thursday.
Yeah, that's right, William. Get your dance on. This Thursday, Corona Rookie in the house. Have one signed up so far. Lillian Pearl. Lillian Pearl injured her paw this week. Injured her hand, her knuckles. Hi, Mama Grace. And she also has this dew claw that gets chronically infected, which doesn't make for a great quality of life. And I tried soaking it and wrapping it and antibioticing it. And when this other caustic looking infection happened, well, no, she has hands. Lillian has fingers. It was in the joint. Had this really bad infection that we took care of, soaked it every day, wrapped it up, but it wasn't quite healing. And my last dog in my life, Mooney, had osteosarcoma, bone cancer in his left arm, and she was licking a lot like he licked. So they did a thorough, what he wanted to do was do x-rays on her, but she is an active dog and didn't like being told what to do. I don't know where she gets that from. And so they needed to put her under to do an x-ray, and then thought that maybe they might see something in the x-ray and were prepared to go further. But what ended up happening was, because of this dew claw and its chronic infection, they removed the dew claw, they did x-rays, they cleaned her teeth. She has lovely teeth, and a bunch of other stuff. They did like a whole, it was like she went to Mayo Clinic and got everything done. So it was interesting because, I've studied it. Do you remove the dew claw? Do you not? Some people remove them when they're babies, and it's barbaric and it's this and that. But I was talking to Alex about it yesterday. Alex is diabetic and has had some toe issues and had removed, and then he ended up having his leg amputated last year, pre-COVID. And he was really a good point person for me for when my dad had his amputation. And yesterday when they said, I think we want to take the dew claw, and it brought up, because it's the same thing, you're wrapping it, you're doing, and it brought up, I was talking to a friend this morning going, it made me think of my dad. Good change to balance. Yeah, but now she can't go. Yeah, it's like declawing cats. But the dew claw and it was it was not good around like the bed, the nail bed. So she had that done, and she'll be okay, but she's licking it now and trying not to, and she has her little Elizabethan collar on, clown collar, but Elizabethan sounds a little fancier. And we're not supposed to wrap it, so, but it was a little, yeah. It's her thumb. Yeah, it's not like she climbs trees, but it'll change her balance a little bit, change her gait, but it already was. It changed. She was like, instead of having her foot flat, her paw flat, she was walking like this on this foot. So it was already doing, a number on the rest of her. She needs an adjustment, but she had her blood work done and heartworm and all that jazz. So yeah, she's ready to go. But yeah, she's pretty wonky. She didn't eat, and she ate at like 10. But I was gone. They did the surgery yesterday. They're so busy. Every veterinarian on the planet is so busy right now. Friends of mine are, they said that I can see you in 6 weeks. And then they said, I can see you tomorrow. And I go, but tomorrow's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Well, I had 2 gigs the day before. Yay! And then had a gig that day. Yay! In another town 3 hours away. Woo! Barrington Hills. Fancy pants place. My friend's cousins grew up in Palatine, so we spent a lot of time. But I don't think we ever went to Barrington Hills. But Tom had been to Barrington Hills. But when we got to Barrington Hills, so then I didn't get home until 10 o'clock, so I didn't get to, be there with her all day. But my mom was. And Joe Velez was. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mitch. Very much. Yeah. Like when you get a little hangnail. Ow. Oh, I just hit my hangnail again. Okay, well, have something removed from your body. Never feels good. But animals are different. And I'm trying not to humanize it too much. And yeah, it's gotta hurt, right? You have something removed. Joe Velez. And then he went live last night, and he was at the Green Mill, and I'm like, oh, thank you. So I got to watch some Green Mill action last night. And then he was driving, and he's got this really cool little car. And so he had his phone mounted, and he was driving through the city. I'm wrapped up around you both. Oh, I love you too, Deb Fink. And I have on your sweater and your shirt. Your shirt's right next to my body, baby. And the sweater, I love the asymmetrical line on it. I want to see you. Can we maybe Zoom this week? We could do a Zoom walk. Let me know. I know you're really, really, really slammed. She's the busiest gal in show business. Deb Fink. Y'all have seen her before. I've seen a lot of her before. Anytime you want to jump on. So Monday morning's Meandering. Monday night's meditation. Tuesday morning is Patty, but she's not here yet because she's moving. I know. The zipper's so groovy. So cool. So cool. I bet, did you get this at Jeremy's? This feels like a Jeremy score. Tuesday night, Andrew Rader. Wednesday morning, we walk. Wednesday night, cocktails, community and cocktails, or tea. Come drink tea with us. Barrington Hills is suburb. I guess so, William. My goodness, Barrington Hills is like... It's where the guy from Fisher Peanuts lived? He might be gone. His children live in this fat place next door to the fat place we were at yesterday. Fat with a PH. Oh my God, all that food, Patty. The food and the pizza. What are you going to have today for lunch, Jenna? That's why I need salad, Julie. I need greens really bad. I talked to my brother and I said, I'm making pizzas tonight. He goes, you're making pizzas? I go, well, I'm heating up some handmade pizzas. I'm going to heat them up on the grill. Outside. You know what I'm saying? I ordered you a surprise gift last night, Mama. That was one of the things I did at 2 in the morning. Might have been Jeremy's. I'm off to do some hard stuff on East Coast. Oh. Well, Deb Fink. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a Jeremy score. I wish you only peace and ease on the way. West Coast as in New York, West Coast as in... If anybody can do it, Deb Fink. And I'm going to be in Berkeley early September. Check if you know anybody looking for house sitting stuff. Because going to come down, doing a gig at the Back Room on September 11th. 4 p.m. Outside. So I'll be... The glasses are super hot. Ah! Say hello to Stephen Bernstein. In Nyack. Eric Lawrence. Lots of rock stars in Nyack these days. Most likely, yes. I think Mama Grace can't get on. Hi, Mama Grace. Hi, Mama Grace. Okay. Okay, bye. She's funny. She goes, I can't get on. Oh, there you are. Yes, most likely with Lillian. Thank you. Thank you. I was just thinking of something. Mama Grace in the house. Mama Grace. So Poetry Glam, stunning last night, right? Patty Lohman and my niece, Geneva Ray Mammina, school teacher to the stars. Those poor kids. They're back in school and they're getting COVID. And she's masked up. So anybody that says they can't wear a mask, I can't wear a mask, I can't breathe. Breathe a different way. Figure it out. That's all I'm going to say. I'm meandering here. Does anybody want to jump on? Deb Fink, are you still in bed? You want your shirt? Okay. April Bruce! April Bruce! Love yous. Mwah. You got to come on. When Deb, you got to get your girl and Blanche and we'll do a show with them. You and I can go have a cocktail while Blanche and your girl. April, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is a really cool story. Last summer, Tom Costanzo and I did a number of gigs in their driveway, in the little grassy area. During COVID, you know, we that's where our gigs were. That's where they still are, actually. But and we announced it a few times that, you know, it was open to the public, but then sometimes people would walk by and they'd be like, can we? Anyway, the garden party that we did on Saturday, I put it out on Nextdoor. I'm new to this stuff. Put it on Nextdoor. And this couple came. And she came up to me and she said, are you the person that was doing those shows last summer? And I said, yes. Oh, we wanted to crash it so bad. I'm like, oh, you should have, but come to the next one. Well, they ended up coming to our show on Saturday night. And not only hanging with my family, but driving me home. Oh, wait. And taking down all the equipment, helping me carry it. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, April. And the craziest part, they live right across the street from my brother in a friend of mine's old house. And now she's here. And now she's going to be on 11:11 with Jenna. Right, April? Anytime. You want to be a guest? We can make it happen. Do you have any talents? Because this Thursday night is Coronaroki. What's Coronaroki? It's basically a talent show. Oh, it was huge that you helped. I'm still eating. I haven't even had my dinner yet. It's still in the fridge. So tonight I'll have vegetables and pizza. So, yes, anything. Storyteller. Do you know how to stand on your head? Are you musically inclined? That's what happens on Thursday night, right here on 11:11 with Jenna. And then, did I miss a day? Wednesday night, communities and cocktails, or communities and tea. Thursday morning, Michael Keel sometimes is here, but this Thursday he's going to be in Yosemite, so you could come on this Thursday. You text slow. That's okay. And then Friday morning, Armando, and we talk about pie and cake and ice cream and family. And Friday night, she's still here. She hasn't wanted to leave. It's display and share. Share. And then Saturday morning, one more Saturday morning with Jeff Metzger, who was here a moment ago. Hi, Jeff Metzger, if you're still here. You take off Friday. And then Saturday night, one more Saturday night with Gary Lambert, except he's not going to be here. What are we going to do, you guys? Oh, my brother just sent me a photo of my father and I. Wow. I'll post it. My dad. That was a fun Christmas party. Wow. Thank you. Where in the world did you find that? Wow. I love it. I loved that dress. Thank you, Moxie's. Moxie's and my dad. No longer here. But here. I'm trying to save the image. Save the image so I can post it. Yes! Become a fan of 11:11 with Jenna, April. Join the group. Join the group. She joined. She man, so cool. You guys were so cool. And so interesting to meet you, and then that you live. She's like, are you Mitch Mammina? Yeah, it's my brother. We live right across the street from him. Oh, and Greg's house. Oh, yeah, right. We're not related, which is unusual. Oh, a creamy and secretly delicious dessert. Yeah. That's what you didn't have desserts yesterday, Patty? And I appreciated that. There wasn't a bunch of. You looked fabulous, and Jenna said it was. Sorry I missed it, but I'm glad I stayed with Lily. Oh, Mom, you needed to be here with Lily and Pearl. Thank you so much. Yeah, totally. I haven't even seen if you and I have friends in common. Let me just look, just to see. And I loved hearing what your husband does for a living. That's super cool. Super cool. April Rose. We have no friends in common. But I love Barbra Streisand. She has a new album out? Barbra Streisand has a new album out. Everybody, Barbra Streisand has a new album out. And you know what? The grief poem that you posted, I read that on the show last night. Yes, ma'am. I did. Behind every woman's name is a song. I don't know what mine is. Let's see what mine is. It's probably Inner Smile. It's a song that I already wrote. But I'll play the game. I know they say don't do that on Facebook. You're gonna find out they're gonna steal something from you. I'm like, I'm here 12 times a day. Nope, I'm not going to sign up for that. But anyway, nope. You know, My name is Jenna. She loves her family. She hates fake friends. She gives without expecting anything in return. And she's too independent. But my song is Living on a Prayer. I've never really been into Bon Jovi, but he's a cool guy. He does cool stuff, so I think I like him. I'll take it. Oh, I know. So the guy that I'm looking at my Facebook feed, that guy that, from Spain, he's back at it again. He's got a different name. His name is Vivek Sahu. And he's still a surgeon, and he's widowed. They usually are. They're usually widowed, and yep. This is what I look at on my Facebook. What else is here today? April Bruce mentioned me. Yeah. Right. Oh, but the house is fabulous. Just fabulous. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yep. Fun stuff here on old FB. Especially 11:11 with Jenna. Yeah, so Mondays, it's just, this is what we do. We hang out. We talk. You did? When did your dad die? My cupcakes. That's right. Fishing in the koi pond? No, we just were swimming in it. It's a gigantic koi pond. Dave Love. It's like this huge, it wasn't a koi pond. It's a pool. It's like a Dave Love pool with lots of koi pond. That was in a whole other world. This house is like, man, if I could buy that house. Bruce Springsteen light. He does really cool stuff though. You know that he started some restaurants where people, end of last January. So you just moved in last January? I thought you moved in earlier than that. But that poem, I saw it and I went, I'm reading that on Poetry Glam tonight. Because many people can relate. Yeah, that's what I thought. The January before COVID, because you had moved in, right? Yeah, see, we all lost that year. So 2 years. And our dad died 3 years ago, right before that. Yeah, so we're on that path. I got you, sister. But please definitely consider being on Corona Roki sometime. October. Yeah, because you had cool Halloween stuff, and they put up a Santa on their chimney. They live right across the street from my brother, from where Grace was living till she moved in to the pad last year. What? Well, we were here last year. I've been here, April, since March 23rd of 2020. Every day, every night at 11:11 a.m. and p.m. And September 23rd, help me out. Is it September 30th, it will be 1,000 shows. And November 24th will be 1,111 shows. Yeah, my salted caramel little thing. That's okay. I had figs. That was my breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. Figs. I kept walking up. I walked in. Right. Remember, everybody's like, Happy New Year, 2020 is going to be the bomb. Some sort. It's all good. We're here. Some of us are not, so we honor those that are not. Breathe for them, sing for them, talk about them. And seeing this photo of my father just now, really, wow. That was from a Christmas concert that Rolf Sturm and I did. I'm not wishing this month be over, but on September 14th, we find out if we got any or part of a grant. So put it out there that they liked our answers. Grants are challenging. They sure. Lillian's being awfully quiet, you guys. What you doing, prettiest girl? Just chilling. Okay. You know, it doesn't roll when you want it to. Anyway, I think I'm going to make a phone call on the phone. A lot of zeros in this number. Lillian's like, what's that noise? I know, Lil. And it takes a little bit longer than normal to connect on a rotary dial phone. Oh, and thank you, Patty, for buying the book. The book. The book. They might not answer. Maybe they're usually working on Mondays. I'd like them to be working on Mondays.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Not working at all 11:11 with Jenna, huh? That's okay. I'll just stay here and work by myself. No problem. Yeah, she doesn't like the dial. I know. Oh, yeah. And remember, Mark loves wows. So as many wows as you can throw on 11:11 with Jenna, and anytime you want to share the show, share the show. Today's show, kind of mellow. Did a lot this weekend. And I'm not hungry, but I'm trying to think what I'm going to eat for brunch. Pizza? No. I'm going to make a smoothie. Why are you crying, William? Don't cry. Or cry if you want to. I think we need to make that plan to meet in Mattawan. Have some dinner in Mattawan. That needs to happen. But they're not open on Mondays. Why are you sad? Annie's wowing. You can hardly move. Oh my goodness, you just did so much, Patty. You guys, this spread of food was... You should all come. There would have been plenty of food, plenty of margaritas. Maybe we should plan another party, Patty. Patty's like, bite your tongue, Jenna Mammina. Mama Grace and I are going to try to get there. We'll see what happens. May or may not happen, but we'll see. Oh. He hit the wrong emoji. You meant to be doing the wow and you were getting the... That's funny. I'll do some wows. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Except we continued the day after, but today will be a little bit of rest. It's just going to be, I'm laying low with Lillian, hanging out here at the house, doing stuff. Always something to do here. Learn a new song, write a new song, work on our project. One thing I want to do is I have a cousin that grows bamboo here. And I have curtains in my kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom that I want the rods to be bamboo. and he has some dried out. He's going to be on the show sometime. He's so interesting. He grows bamboo and then he makes stuff out of it. Makes all kinds of really cool stuff, straws and pipes, and did something else too. Really, really cool. Anyway, he'll be on the show. Michael lives right down or up the street. Over. He lives over there. And grows bamboo. He's got all kinds, different types of bamboo, different strains. And I've wanted to put some up here, but it's a lot of work to keep it from spreading. So I want to isolate it, and I have this big tub in my basement, this big cement tub that I would like to pick up, then move, and put bamboo in it. Except I don't want to pick it up. I would hire like 4 guys to pick it up and move. But yeah, I think I'll make a smoothie. I think I'll get a hold of Julianne Smith and get some greens, and then I have been in a bamboo forest. I love that. That's what I like about it. I like the sound that it makes when the wind comes. It's like a wind chimes. But I have never seen pandas in a bamboo forest. I've been in a bamboo forest 3 times in my life, and the first time was on Maui, and it was real, like you could walk through it and nobody was there. Just the 2 people. 2 of us were there. We were walking through, and just the sound that it makes. And then I went back, and it's really full and lush, and there's still some paths, but before it was. But yeah, bamboo's the bomb, right? Oh, I just found $4. 1, 2, 3, $4. That's what I loved about when I was waiting tables. When you'd go, oh yeah, and anyway, I just found $33. Mm-hmm. I probably should go make my smoothie. What time is it? 11:49. Lillian! There he is! Ah, I just got a message. Come on, baby girl. I just got a message. She's a very healthy dog. Her blood work was all perfect, and her heartworm and tick panel negative. You're doing a great job with her. I need to buy some heartworm stuff. And tick. I need flea and tick. I'm on my show and I'm voice texting you. Oh, yeah. Tony's band Sour Ops has a new video out. I think I can post it. Can I post it? Well, I can post the article. I'm posting the article of Tony Frost's about their new video right here. So you can check it out, read about it, and then go check out the video. And he's going, refreshing smoothie yesterday, peaches and bananas, oat milk. Yeah, girl. Right on. And these peaches. Oh, I need to go pick peaches. That's what I'm doing today. I'm going to pick peaches and get some salad. And then tomorrow Imperfect Foods comes. So I need to, I got some stuff to do. I just remembered. Peaches. I do too, William D. He works all the time now. He was working then, but yeah. Yum. That's a good one. Yeah, we miss you on the show. Ah, they are working. Hold on. 11:11 with Jenna. May I ask who's calling?
I got a call from this number.
Mm-hmm. Who is this, please?
This is Jenna Mamina's Corona International producer.
Oh.
Also, Jennifer, her name is, I think.
This is Jenna.
Oh, hi, Jenna. Nice to meet you, finally.
And your name is?
Dave Love. Are we live right now?
Dave Love. Dave Love. Let me think.
Yeah. It's D with, like, dog.
Dave Love. Oh, the guy that made the book.
Oh, yeah. Bestseller.
The book. Yeah. What's happening, Dave Love?
Oh, I just had to run into the post office and get a bunch of mail that none of it was mine. Like, everybody put it in the wrong box. And then they gave me back an envelope that said that I had already paid for my box. And I'm going, no. So it's like a little bit of a Twilight Zone kind of deal.
That's crazy. So not one piece of mail, like you had a big old stack and it wasn't yours?
Yeah, like everyone, my box is 80552, and it was like 180552. So, yeah, every piece of mail. So I drove here 25 minutes to find out that I got nothing.
You got nothing.
Nothing.
But don't you have a big old party happening at the house?
You know, there's, whether it's just Ruth or I, or Ruth and I and anybody, it's always a big party. So, yeah, right now, my nephew is doing an online class, his first day back to college. My niece is, I don't know, practicing for Corona Roki probably. And I'm going to go get them now, and they're going to go get vaxxed.
Are they really?
Yep.
Wow.
Today.
Wow. Because she turned 12 this summer.
Yeah, she's 12, yeah. So, yeah, she can get vaxxed, but you can only do the Pfizer vax. The Moderna doesn't do under 12.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And then what about her? Are both parents here?
Both parents are already vaxxed.
Okay.
Some Russian or Chinese-made vaccine.
Right.
Yep.
So they're all good.
Yeah, well, okay. I don't know.
Nobody.
I just figured everybody should get vaxxed. You know, why not? Just everybody get vaxxed, and if we all die, then we all die and go to heaven or wherever you go, and that's it.
Because you're going to go anyway.
Hey, when it's your time, it's your time. But,
right.
You know, I've got some people saying that that God is with us and I don't have to get vaxxed, and, you know, hey, I'm all for that, but I don't see Christian military guys like running through the battlefield head first saying, oh, bullet's not going to hit me, you know.
Yeah.
I think you can have a really good, deep faith and also believe in science too. So, what I don't like, and what I read, of course, and you hear all these little stories, I just don't like the idea of people not getting vaccinated, then getting COVID, then trying to use up hospital beds for cancer patients or whatever. Right. So,
because they don't believe in the science of the vaccination. But they believe in going to the hospital.
They need to get fixed. Yeah.
Right. So they need. Yeah. So they're going to go. If you agree to not get vaccinated, then agree to not go to the hospital when you're sick.
Yeah. And this is really not political. This is all about, you know, being careful with each other and doing the best we can. Of course, there's going to be side effects. There's going to be side effects for everything we do in life, but you know, you went and got a polio vaccine, and you know, go ahead and get vaxxed. You know, just let's try to get on. We were making such great strides. Unfortunately, there were these variants, so now let's just do what we got to do to get past that. Nobody likes to have COVID around, you know.
No. And you're in a heavy state for it.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, matter of fact, Ruth had a medical procedure last Monday. Lovely little hospital, 110 beds, I think. Very, very nice. And everybody was super nice. One of the reasons why we like Texas is that some people are very, very nice. And
some people are very, very nice.
Yeah, and then there's other people that have guns. But anyway, so... Yeah, they had told us that their ICU unit had 26 patients up there, and the majority of them had not been vaccinated.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
So, you hear all the other stories online, you wonder what's made up, what's not made up, but when I heard that from a nurse, and there are people who write above me, I have no reason to believe that they're not telling the truth. So, just go get vaccinated. Please, let's just try to move on past this.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for me. Thank you.
Do it for Dave Love. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for Dave Love.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. It's not about me getting sick. It's about me being sad if you get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be sad anymore. I've been sad for a year now, so.
And they were so supportive when I was sick last year, and this is how this all started in Corona. All this happened because, some of us were sick and all of us were home, and as much as I love doing the show and I'm going to continue to do it on some level, I want to go out and do my gigs. I want to go out and do my life. I want to go out and see you guys and hang out and see everybody and live our lives.
Yep.
And if we die in 5 years, then okay.
Yeah, so what? I mean, okay, big deal. That's part of it.
That's part of the game when you sign up for this body, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could have fell in the koi pond and hit your head and got eaten by a koi, or got drunk margaritas and fell down and.
Oh, there were a couple of times. There's a couple of steps around that place, Patty, that are a little bit, they need a little like a bright piece of tape or something on them.
Should we call OSHA?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know there was a step there. But Patty Palooza was off the hook. It was fat with a PH.
It's very, very, very nice for her to host that for you and for you and Tom to go down there and do a performance. And I think the whole thing was just a wonderful, wonderful event.
And I got to hand deliver the first book.
Oh, see that? And now it's on a coffee table.
It's on the coffee table. The coffee table is as big as my house.
Maybe we need to make a bigger book.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Well, there's enough. I look at it every time I look at it. I see something else I didn't see before.
Yeah, I showed it to Delilah over the weekend, and she lost it. She thought it was great.
So she's on for Thursday.
Yeah, she'll be on. Ruth will be on. I'm trying to see if I can get $111 out of her to buy a book.
Yeah, at least. At least somebody.
Maybe 111 pesos.
$111 because I need to pay Lillian's. So my doctor did Lillian's surgery on Sunday morning.
Your doctor did Lillian's surgery.
Yeah. Our veterinarian.
Oh, I see.
Did her surgery on Sunday morning, and he called at the beginning of the show today, which is why I was talking to him at the beginning.
Okay, checking in on her.
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah.
And how's Lillian doing?
She's a little slow.
Yeah.
She's all her blood work, everything was great, and
good.
She just had this nagging problem that we thought was maybe something bigger, and I'm glad that it's not. I'm beyond grateful that it's not. And she's all vaxxed up and everything. She's ready to go.
That's great. So Mama Grace didn't go to Patty's?
Mama Grace stayed home awaiting Lillian Pearl.
Okay. What a great grandma.
She is. And they hung out all day. And then we got your book is going to be in the Coffee Table Hall of Fame. That's what William D. says.
Oh, that's very... Yeah, and he didn't make it. I thought he was going to show up with his fishing pole and do a little fishing while he was listening.
Well, there's a koi pond, and there's a pergola with a hammock under it, and a whole other area to do a performance with a bonfire area. I mean, this place is off the hook, dude. You should buy it.
Yeah, I thought that Bill was going to go. I thought he was doing a sleepover.
Everybody was. There's room enough.
See?
It's like a modern, a contemporary and tasteful take on a Frank Lloyd Wright home.
Oh, love that. Love
beautiful.
That.
Oh, it's just
that's...
clean lines, gorgeous.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And the furniture, is it like mid-century or what is it?
Contemporary with the a hit, with that hint.
And it's Patty's home, or?
Patty and the taster, Merv.
Oh,
It's Merv's house. Patty lives
Was he
there.
wearing a ski mask?
No, he was wearing some really cute white pants and a checkered shirt that matches
Nice.
one of his white Porsches.
Very nice. Okay. You're rolling big time.
Yeah.
All right.
It was
Well, we have it's an exciting week this week.
Now, will the family go on the buses? Will they be driving anybody anywhere? Is anybody going big parties happening?
Well, I wasn't going to reveal this, but I guess I will. Friday, I have a tour on my birthday.
You know what, you guys? I wasn't going to say anything, but I think Thursday night should be kind of birthday party Corona Roki for Dave Love.
Yeah, but Friday, my group is, it's actually for Cassandra's birthday, or bachelorette, I'm not even sure. So that's what I'm doing on Friday. And then Saturday, my granddaughter comes to town, so the world's gonna stop.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And,
it's Friday. Friday. It's fun to be around a bunch of people on your birthday.
Yeah, well, they're coming in a day after, so I get to work on my birthday and then go home and stay up all night waiting for her. And then she comes in on Saturday. We do have several tours on Saturday, but Ruth and I are not doing them. And then Monday we're a cleaning teeth dental appointment on Monday, and then we're going to do our first Liliana Raquel wine tour.
Wow. How exciting.
Get to show her off to all my friends out there.
Wow. Well, see, the other reason. Let's all get vaccinated so we can go hang out with the Loves in Austin, Texas.
Yeah. A little bit of jazz, a little bit of wine, a little bit of Mexican food.
Yeah. Wow, how fun.
We're living large.
You're having the best birthday.
Well, it's going to be, could be, maybe.
And Delilah's there till the end of September?
Delilah, we're taking it to the next level in terms of uncle and niece relationship.
Okay. You're going to will she be on? Well, she's already been on 11/11. What's her next move?
We don't have any television appearances coming up right now. Right now, we have a little bit of a toe problem, so we're working on that. We might even be going to visit some Vietnamese ladies that are friends of mine at the toe fixer upper placer.
Oh, she's got a toe thing.
Yeah, she's got a toe thing, and that's where I go when I have problems with my nails.
She injured her toe a while ago.
When you're a professional like that, those things happen.
Right. I want to go to your toe guide. Do you know that I was 24 years ago, I remember to the day practically, I was dancing in a club to a band that I loved that were from Detroit. And
right.
the lead singer of the band probably weighed, and I'm not exaggerating, about 400 plus, 500 pounds.
Okay.
And he saw me and he's like, come up and sit in, sing with us, sing background on the song. So I was standing behind him and he backed up on my right foot.
Oh.
And broke all of my toes and all of my nails on my right foot.
Oh. Ouch.
And I had on, high-heeled sandals.
Yeah.
And I remember I felt it and I looked, and then my brother saw it happen and he ran up on stage and he goes, are you okay? And I said, yes. He goes, don't look down. Don't look down.
And they were all going in different directions.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Took a while.
I just don't, on occasion, I get, like a nail that starts digging in my big toe.
Mm-hmm.
So, I found these nice young ladies that fix that problem for me. They're my fixers.
Well, when I'm going to make a special trip to Austin and maybe they can fix mine.
Oh, do you have problems with your nails too?
Well, they never grew back correctly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're the fixers. I don't do the paint thing, though.
No? Do they put it in wax for you, the hot wax treatment and all that stuff?
Oh yeah, wax, and they're rubbing it, and I'm ticklish, so like I'm giggling, and then they offer me wine,
I
and
was gonna say, do you bring them a bottle of wine and you guys all hang out?
no. They gave me a glass. They asked me if I wanted a glass of wine one day, and I had a glass of wine, and it was shit wine. So I don't do the wine anymore over there.
So
I just practice my 5 or 6 Vietnamese words that I know with them.
what are they?
Well, one of them is sawa, which means liar. So I go, I always ask them the same question. It's like, where are you from? And they go, oh, man, I'm from Vietnam. I go, sawa. Just like things like that. And but it's all in fun, and I think they really like me.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Hey,
Yeah.
can we talk on the serious note for a minute?
Okay, one time.
What's your thought on what's happening in the music world right now?
Oh, the music world right now. Well, I think that, as you probably can see, there's a lot of venues requiring vaccination cards and things like that.
From everybody
and also,
that works there, that attends, and the musicians.
Yeah, and the musicians, and that, on a personal level, that has, that's impacted my business dealings, because I've had some anti-vaxxers that are involved with different groups that I deal with, and it's become a challenge. So my line is, let's not make it a distraction, let's not make it a distraction to what we do, and what we do is music. So if the venue says, hey, this is our position, then you do what they say, so you get to play your music, or you stay home. That's end of story, Very sad about the New Orleans situation, obviously.
That seems to be the only thing so far that I've seen that's canceled, as far as larger festivals.
I thought there was one other one, or maybe they're just like clubs and stuff like that. In the middle of September, there will be a New York law that is in effect that, it'll go through the courts and stuff like that, requiring that vaccination and things like that. Well, it's not in effect at the moment. I do have some performances coming up at Jazz at Lincoln Center prior to the September 13th ruling. And again, I think, at the very local level, I'm seeing a lot of, local club kind of guys working and getting booked up, and I would say very close to being back to normal. I think for the jazz artist that spends, part of their year in Europe, part of their year in the United States, maybe a little bit of Japan or whatever, I don't see that fully flushing out yet, only because the different rules and regulations and different CDC targets. France right now has got a big case. Ireland is a big case, or has multiple cases. So I don't see that moving as fast as we would like it to be. But of course, it's all predicated on the health. And then, then there's a whole segment of our musical community from countries like Cuba or Africa or whatever that are, struggling to be able to get visas from certain countries, where countries are keeping those musicians at bay, or just the general population at bay. Again, I just don't understand, even in the case of, just take it in terms of visas and stuff like that. My sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, my niece and nephew,
Crazy.
Flew over to the United States from Mexico last week. But the border's not open, where they could not drive, but they could fly. And
so could they have flown before? They couldn't fly. They couldn't even fly over before, but we could fly there.
Yeah, we could go fly and go and rent a jet ski in Cancun and have a good time.
Right.
But there's no possible way that we could allow them to drive over. But yeah, come on and fly over. So I don't understand the ideology of that, but it is what it is. I think that there are still a lot of musicians, especially in the jazz world, that are being very, very cautious about what gigs they're accepting because they don't want to be in a situation, they don't want to be compromised. And I think in general, your musician, let's say in a major market like a New York City or Los Angeles, that pre-COVID might have had 2-3 gigs in the city.
Exactly.
I think that the audience for our particular music, that are educated, affluent, and whatever, they may not want to go to the club to see the same musician 3 times in a month. You know what I mean? I don't see that dynamic coming back anytime real soon. You have artist X that may be a great vocalist or great saxophone player that may play in New York City at multiple venues and maybe play 3 or 4 times in 1 month in the New York City area. I just don't think that their fan base is going to go out 3 or 4 times. I don't believe so. But I hope I'm wrong. But I just don't believe
tricky. And I've been doing mostly all outdoor stuff, and that's what we've all gotten used to. And now just even like I did 3 gigs this weekend, and I'll tell you what, I went, whew, that was a lot of work, And I used to do 3 gigs. We'd do 6 gigs in a weekend.
Sure.
And now it was, all the planning, and I got to move the PA, and that's another thing that's happening in clubs that I've worked in. Always have had PAs. Now they're wanting you to provide everything. We're bringing in everything. So there's a lot of different parts of it, but I'm glad that they're doing. SF Jazz is requiring. New Orleans already put it out there. It's a done deal. You have to be vaxxed, proof of everything, like today, but it was last week.
Yeah.
So I'm glad New York's doing that, and I'm glad that places in the Bay Area, Freight and Salvage did it.
Yep.
SF Jazz is doing it. So. Yep. Well, I wish the kids that they have an uneventful but somewhat eventful vaccination experience.
Yeah, I'm going to take them to Whataburger if everything goes well.
Whataburger.
My nephew likes Whataburger. So.
Now, they're both doing school, and Delilah's in school?
Yeah, but Delilah doesn't do school till I think the 30th or the 1st. He started today, so... Yeah, he started today.
Oh, so then you and Delilah can party this week.
Yeah, I'm running around town right now. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I got to do, and I got a ton of paperwork built up to again. So I'm rolling pretty hard here. Logistics is what I'm doing today.
Well, thank you for calling back, and keep it rolling, please. And I have 1 so far for Corona Roki.
Okay, well, we'll get some more. I know that Darnell Alexander has got a new project
yes,
out.
Yes, he does.
I'd like to see. No, I think it's right. I'd like to see him come on there and share some of that. So I'm going to reach out to him and reach out to some of our other friends and see what's going on.
All right, I'll reach out and I'll get back to you by tomorrow.
All right, you take care.
Thanks,
hey, Patty.
Dave. Say hi to everybody.
For the party. Yeah. Tell everybody there. Is anybody still listening?
Oh, yeah. There's 6 people right here lurking.
Oh, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, tell them all I said hi. And
buy a book.
All right.
Buy a book and a magnet. If they buy a book, I'll throw in the magnet for free. Such a deal.
Generous. We got a sale going on. Okay.
Right.
See you later.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Dave Love. Plenty of Texas toast. I can't eat Texas toast. I wonder if someone's making, I bet in Texas there's a gluten-free Texas toast. So I gotta go pick peaches. Pick peaches. Pay a bill. Thank you for the gig yesterday, Patty. I'm gonna thank you every day. Except I didn't get my salted caramel, but I could drive an hour to get one, and I don't need one. Thank you for the figs. So excited. All right, kids. I didn't ask him for a letter. May I have a letter, please? I gotta go hang out with my dog. Grandchildren start school on Wednesday. Oh, dear Patty, dear, dear Patty, I'd like to say all of you, all 5 of you, for thanking. I want to thank you for coming out today. Hey, 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 dear April, another time I will sing the L words for you and rhyme. Dear, dear April, I will see you, I will wave and we will hang. And I want to thank you very much again for hanging with us on Saturday. Oh dear everybody, I wish you a beautiful day. Hey, stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice, and get vaxxed twice. Please, oh yes, I will say, hey, hey, everybody, have a beautiful day. And when you do, have a Dave Love heart, have a Dave Love thought, have a Dave Love word, have a Dave Love heart. Dave Love is a good guy, helps me, makes me sometimes cry. No, he doesn't, makes me laugh. And you know, I will sit here and say I love doing things in my brain, but not at 3 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes I know you feel the same. So dear, dear Patty, have dear words today, and your heart a delicious heart. Thank you all. I'll see you later tonight. Meditation with me and maybe Ellen Hoffman too. Thanks Dave, thanks Patty, thanks William, thanks April, thanks Mama Grace to you. Everybody else that came on. You're listening on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, and thank you William D for doing that too. And everybody, I wish you a real beautiful day. Hey, 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 including Deb Fink, yay, 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 and always please love hard, really, really hard.